All right. All right. Let's start like we normally do with some arm swings. If you want, you can do some big arm circles, open up that chest, and then bring them forward. Feel it in that back, stretch it open. All right, let's go back to those arm swings and do a slow butt kick. Really get that heel to that booty. We got full body today. Each round is going to have 4 moves. We're going to alternate between the lower body move, upper body, cardio, and then I've got standing core today. All right, 3, 2, 1. We'll go into a squat, air squat, turn, stand and twist, I mean. Squat. You can do twist and reach to the corner. Make sure to go up on that back toe. Let's do one more each side. All right. Now we're going to go into a lateral leap. So just like we're leaping over something, right? Bring those knees up. You can start here and just step it out. So I have an array of weights today. Obviously, I can go heavier on legs, but upper body will be lighter. Each move we're going to do 40 seconds on, 15 seconds off. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get to the end of the mat. We're going to do inchworms, all right? Bend the knees, walk it out, hit the plank for a second, bend the knees and walk back up. Just going to do a few of these. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs as you go down and up. Oh, RJ, that's Oliver. Can you get that? Work that core when you're in that plank. No? All right, let's get into the inchworm one more time. Stay in the plank. We're going to bring right foot to right hand. Then we're going to take that right hand, put the fingertips behind your head, reach elbow to the ceiling, and then down as close as you can to the floor. And then back up. Is he there, baby? Yeah. And down. So just twist that torso. If you need to put that back knee down, feel free to do so. Just do a couple more of these. All right, last one. Now let's switch legs. Let's bring that right leg back. Bring that left leg up to meet that left hand. And we'll do the same thing. Fingertips behind your head. Elbow up to the ceiling and down to the floor. Just as far as you can go. You don't have to push it. Still warming up. Let's do 2 more. All right, let's get back into plank. Let's walk those hands to those feet. Stay in that forward fold for just a second. Slight bend in those knees. Start to roll up slowly, round that back. When we get to the top, a couple of shoulder rolls. All right, now we're going to reach for the ceiling and do a little crunch. Just bring those knees up to meet the hands. Nice. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Woo! Nice job getting warmed up. All right, first move is our lower body move. We've got a goblet squat pulse. I'm going to hold one weight in the palms of my hand, feet a little wider than hip width. I'm going to go down, pulse, back up. All right, that's the move. Maybe I should start the timer. That would make sense. All right, so grab whatever weight is comfortable for you. Remember, weight in your the weight's actually in your whole foot, but your booty's going back. All right, let's go. And then push the floor away with that whole foot. Nice job. And I'm forgetting the pulse. Oh, I'm watching you. Thank you. I'm forgetting the pulse. Sorry. Nice job. Pulse out at the bottom. We're already at 10 seconds. Chest up. Nice. 3, 2, rest. Next move, alternating bicep curls. Palms facing out. We're just going to alternate up and down with the bicep curls, okay? So we'll bring one up as the other one as it comes down. Other one's coming up. All right. Shoulders back and down, and let's go. So as my hand comes down, I'm bringing the palm in. You don't have to. Just more comfortable for me that way. Squeeze that bicep at the top. Keep neutral spine. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze that core. Less than 10. Woo! 3, 2, rest. All right, our cardio move is that lateral leap that you saw that we just did in the warm-up. I'm going to show you an option. All right, but we're going to start here, lateral leap in 3, 2, 1. If you want to add to this, and again, you can modify, bring the knee up and over. Pretend there's something you're going over. When we leap into a thruster, back up and leap, thruster, leap, whoop, as I lose my balance, leap, thruster. So those are your options. 3, 2, rest. Woo! All right, our standing core is our halo. Take one weight, feet hip width to keep you stable. Just that torso is moving that weight around the head. All right? Grab that weight, core is in, and let's go. One side, my ponytail's in the way. Alternate directions. Yep, just the torso. Really feel the move. We go back to the top after this. To that goblet pulse. 3, 2, rest. Woo! All right, grab that weight for that lower body. Goblet squat pulse. We're there in 3, 2, 1. Squat, pulse, push the floor away. Nice job, chest is proud. Nice job. Feel that pulse, just a little up, a little down. 3, 2, rest. We've got that alternating bicep curl. I'm going to do it on my knees just to challenge my core a little bit more. I'm doubling up my back. Grab those weights. In 3, 2, let's go. Woo. Alternating bicep curls. Don't forget to breathe. Just because we're holding in that core doesn't mean we hold our breath. Woo. Squeeze that bicep at the top. 3, 2, rest. Lateral leap is next. With or without the thruster. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Just the leap. You can also step it over and then step it out into the thruster. That's another option. You choose. It's your workout. So it's just the thruster part. We're not squat jumping at the top. Almost there. We've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, rest. Woo! Already back to the halo. Last move of this round. Deep breath in and out. Let's get in position and let's go. Bring that weight carefully around our head. Nice. Nice job staying upright. Woo! You've got 10 seconds left. Actually, less than. Woo! 3, 2, rest. Woo! And that's how to finish round 1. All right. Woo! Here's our little recovery we have before the next round. This might be the only time we go to the floor. We've got glute bridges. All right. If you want to use a weight in your hips. Glute bridge up and down. Ooh, grab my weight. Again, with or without the weight is fine. So you'll meet me on the floor when you're ready. Lay on our backs. Feet flat on the floor. All right, back is flat on the floor also. Put the weight in our foot. If you're using a dumbbell, put it on your hips. And we're going to go up to the ceiling in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze that booty up. Oh my goodness. My glute on this side. When I squeeze my booty, I feel it. I must have done something yesterday. I think it was Bulgarians. I did Bulgarians yesterday. Booty is sore. Nice job. Right before your booty hits the floor, shoot it back up. In 3, 2, rest. All right. Woo. Next move, we're gonna do a single leg deadlift, or you can kickstand it, right? Kickstand one foot, front foot, slight bend in the knee. You're gonna go down with one weight, row, come back up. Kickstand deadlift, row, and come back up, all right? So I'm gonna have the weight in my left hand and my left leg is kickstanding. So that's the way I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna row with the opposite hand of the leg that's down, all right? Woo. All right, shoulders back and down, shoulders away from your ears. Kickstand that foot, and we're gonna go deadlift. When you're down there, row it, come back up. Single leg deadlift, row, come back up. I am gonna let that back leg float. And again, you can just stay in that kickstand. Whoop, losing my balance. Nice job. We have less than 10. 3, 2, rest. All right. Next cardio move. We've got 2 hops. Hop, hop, curtsy. Whoop, as I lose my balance. Hop, hop, curtsy. All right. If you want to, you can step, curtsy, step, or skater, right? 1, 2, skate, 1, 2, skate, or hop, hop, skate, hop, hop, skate. Your choice. All right. So in 3, 2, and 1, I'm going to do little hops like a bunny, skate. So it's balance to the little hops. If you need that back leg down, go into a curtsy. Bounce, bounce, curtsy. Nice job. Bouncing, good for our bones. Woo! We've got less than 5. 2, rest. Nice job with that one. All right, standing core. Lightweight. I've got my 5s, okay? We're gonna do around the world. And then when we come down, we're gonna bring those weights under the knee. All right? If you can't bring them under the knee, just bring them next to your leg or keep them next to your body and bring that knee up, right? See, I'm still doing around the world, but that knee is coming up to work that core. Woo! All right, palms facing out. Let's start up around the world, come back. I'm gonna go under the knee. Again, keeping it next to your body, the weights, and lifting up your knee is still a great option. As I go under my knee, I'm gonna crunch and round my back just a little bit. A little bit of that standing crunch, nice. Less than 10. And we'll go back to the glute bridges. 2, 1. Wow, those 5s get heavy. All right, back to the top. Glute bridges. I'll give you a second to get your weight and get down there. All right, you've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and we begin. Oh wait, grab a little bit of a heavier weight. Our glutes can handle it. So your hips are like headlights, staying straight, and your knees standing straight towards the ceiling. You don't want your knees tracking in or out. And we're already at 4, 3, 2, rest. All right. Woo. Next, what do we have next? The deadlift with the row. All right. You kickstand your foot or float it. Take that weight, and you guys can start. So back leg is kickstand, deadlift, row, and stand, right? Option 1 right here. Option 2, I'm going to float the leg and row and stand. Woo! And there goes my balance. It's all right. Nice job. Bring that weight to that back pocket. You want to work the lats. Nice, yes. All right, we've got 3, 2, rest. We got those 2 hops with the skater. But like I said, you can step it out and curtsy. Quick step, curtsy. All right, let's go. Timer's starting. Hop, hop, skate. You can even hop, hop, skater. I'm sorry, hop, hop, curtsy. Woo! Adding skater makes you work that balance and stability. So it's okay if you weeble wobble. Core is engaged. Nice job. We've got 4, 3, 2. Let's do 1 more. Nice. Woo! All right, around the world with the weight under your knee or by your side. So around the world, knee ups. In 3, 2, let's go. Like I said, I'm doing a little crunch as I bring the weights under the knee. I'm breathing out as my knee comes up. You got 10 seconds, and then this round is done. 3, 2, rest. Woo! That's it. Round 2 is done. All right, take your recovery. Let me see if anyone texted us. All right, keep breathing. Moving around. I'm going to take a sip and then tell you what round 3 starts with. All right. We've got 45-degree lunges. You can do this body weight. I may hold 1 weight. You can hold 2. I'm going to pick a leg. So you guys can see I'll put my right leg in front. All right. Bringing this other leg back. Like I'm going to go into a lunge. I'm going to move forward here. All right. Not really a hinge. Well, yeah, you can hinge a little bit. But you're leaning forward. It's okay if that knee goes over that toe. Just make sure that heel stays on the floor. All right. If your heel starts to lift, don't bend as much. You're going to be here with the weights, and you're going to bend that knee down and come back up. Bend that knee down. So this knee is staying bent, but that back leg is the one going up and down. All right. So even though I'm leaning forward, I'm not rounding, right? I'm not arching. I'm staying. My whole back is in line. You put a piece of wood there and it would be flat, all right? That already hurt with no weights. Not hurt, but I felt it. So just be aware of that. You can do body weight. Woo! All right. I'm going to decide. I might do 2 15s. I might hold 2 weights. Oh boy, this already feels heavy. All right, so we're going to get in position. I'm going to put my right leg in front, left leg back. Make sure it's like you're on railroad tracks, right? Just like in a lunge. I'm going to hinge forward a little bit so that my chest is over my knees. Weights are by my knees, and I'm going to bend that back leg. Feel it in that front foot, that booty. So when you come up, timer started. When you're coming up, you're pressing off that whole front foot. That front foot. Sorry, I told you it stays bent and I just made it straight. Oh boy. I'm really feeling it in that front leg, that hamstring, the quad, the glutes. We've got less than 10. Woo! 3, 2, rest. Oh my goodness. That was the glute. That was sore from yesterday. All right, upper body move, lateral raise, weights by my side, arms coming up, shoulders are leading, pinky towards the ceiling, bring them down, and then front raise. I'm gonna keep my palms facing down. So lightweight here, all right? I might actually grab my 8s. So I'll start the timer. You guys can start in 3, 2, you guys can start. Woo! Jesus Christ. Nice job, ready? Yep. Side lateral, front raise. Weights only come up to your shoulder height. I'm gonna stand to the side so you can see how my back stays neutral spine. Control the weights up and down. So you want to slowly bring the weights down. Woo! Really work those shoulders. One more front raise. Rest. All right, cardio move, scissor runs. All right, or you can step it back and move those arms. All right, 3, 2, let's go. Now here you want to be more on the balls of your feet. I'm going to have to do a nice figure 4 to stretch that booty later. Got less than 10. 3, 2, rest. All right. Our standing core is wood chop. Bring weight to one side. Follow it up with your eyes. I'm going to do, so the weight's coming to my right side. I'm going to step back and then chop up and then step back. All right. That's just giving me an uneven load, working my core a little bit more. Woo! All right, when you guys are ready, let's do it. Just gonna switch my weights. All right. We'll stay on one side. Control that weight going down. Nice job. Working that rotation. You got it. 3, 2, rest. All right. Back to those 45-degree lunges. Grab those weights. All right. Weight or weights or even body weight. One leg in front, one in back. Bend that front knee. Hinge forward a little bit over that knee, and then back leg. Bend, extend, bend, extend. I'm gonna turn a little bit more, sorry. Bend, extend. All right. You guys go. I'm gonna start the timer. And I'm gonna stand this way. Hinge forward, bend that back knee, extend that back knee. Bend that back knee, extend it. Try and keep that front leg kind of in that squat position, right? Try not to come all the way up. Only in that back leg. Woo! Feeling that burn in that front leg. You've got 4, 3, 2, oh my God, rest. Woo! All right. Side lateral, front raise. In 3, 2, 1. Side lateral raise, front raise. Out to the side, nice job. Nice bend in that elbow as your shoulders come up. What I like to do with the side raise is not necessarily all the way to the side, a little bit of a 45-degree angle. Woo. We're almost there. You got this. Let's do one more each. Front raise and done. Woo! All right, we've got the scissor runs. Again, option to just step back with your foot and have those arms moving, all right? Scissor runs. You have an option to make the arms bigger or keep them at 90. Remember, light on the balls of your feet. Knees slightly bent. Oh, locking out those knees. Woo! You got less than 10. Then we get to that wood chopper on the other side. 3, 2, rest. All right. Wood chopper now to the other side. My left leg. Bring it over my right shoulder. All right. I'm going to step that left leg back as I bring the weight down. And then I bring it back up as the weight goes up. Breathing out as the weight goes up. 3, 2, rest. Wow, that was round 3 already. All right, we're flying through this. One more round. So take your recovery. I'm going to try and finish as strong as when we started. Whew. All right. Our first move, just going to be a sumo squat. I might hold a goblet. You can hold the weight however is comfortable for you. You can do 2 weights or 1 weight. Legs wide, feet pointing corners of the room, and we're just going to go up and down, right? So our back, like we're up against a wall, knees tracking over those feet. All right, When you guys are ready, this 20-pound tried to kill me. Grab your weight. I'm gonna hold a goblet. We'll try that. In 3, 2, and let's go down and up. Nice job. I can usually go a little heavier with sumo as opposed to my regular squats. Take your time, down and up. The slower you go, the more you really work that muscle. Squeeze that booty at the top. So this is our lower body move. 3, 2, rest. All right, I'm gonna work the chest this round. I'm gonna take 2 weights and marry them together, right? Holding them together, pushing them together. That's already working my chest. And I'm gonna come out to a diagonal, push. So this doesn't have to be because your weight, you're pushing it away from the body. So it does not have to be heavy. Woo! If you want to use one weight and hold it by the ends, you can do that too. Just make sure if you have a clock in front of you, right? You're going for that 12 o'clock. All right, we're not going straight out. We want to go straight up, all right? Well, diagonally up, that didn't sound right. I'm gonna take my 2 weights, squeeze them together, core is tight, neutral spine, and let's press up towards the 12 o'clock. If you don't reach the 12, it's okay. But just more of a diagonal push. So you're also working that core, the chest, the shoulders, biceps and triceps. All come into play here. Make sure that core is tight. Tendon coming to poke you in the belly. 5, 3, 2, rest. All right. Here's our cardio move. We're going to do an inchworm like we did in the warm-up. Inchworm out, inchworm back, 2 squat jumps. All right, or you can go squat to calf raise. If you're not feeling good with the inchworm today, just stay here. Squat, calf raise, or squat jump. All right? Woo! All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees a little bit. Inchworm, hold it for a beat. And then 2 squat jumps. Or squat, calf raise. Take it at your own pace. You don't have to follow me. You can go slower than me, quicker than me. Woo! We've got less than 10. We've got this. Let's do one more inchworm. And back. 2 squat jumps. Woo! All right, we've got the standing core next. All right, I'm gonna take 1 weight. We're gonna take 1 weight. All right, I have it in my left hand. Woo! And breathe. Push it up to the ceiling. Shoulders away from ears, okay? I don't want your shoulder by your ears, shoulder down. Arm up for balance if you need it. And we're gonna march those legs. All right? We're gonna go in 3, 2, let's go. I've got 20, so I had to push it up there. Core is engaged. Knees coming up, nice. Woo! Maybe I shouldn't have gone with the 20. We already did shoulders, and I did shoulders yesterday. We're almost there. 3, 2, rest. Remember to switch the weight next round, all right? We're back to the sumo. Grab your weight if you're using it. Hold it by its heads, goblet, however you feel comfortable. And let's get in position. Down and up. Take your time going down and up. Really feel those muscles. When you go as low as you think you can, try a little bit more. And then push off those feet. Push the floor away. 3, 2, rest. All right. We've got the diagonal standing chest press. Grab that weight or weights by your chest, push them together, and press them out. Nice job. Form looks great. It's not easy to keep good form when you're pushing those weights away from your body. Nice job. Woo, we're almost there. Come on, we got this, we got this. 3, 2, rest. Woo! All right. Inchworm, 2 squat jumps. Take a deep breath. 3, 2, let's go. Again, you can walk it out, walk it in, and just go up on those toes. Option to just do the squat jumps. We're almost there. Last time with this move, and then just the standing core, and we get to rest and stretch. 3, 2, rest. Woo! All right. Standing marches. Weight is going in the opposite arm. All right. Woo! Push that weight up. And let's go. Woo! If you need to keep that weight here at the shoulder, feel free. We've burned out those shoulders today. We'll last 3, 2, rest. Woo! Way to kill that workout. Take a sip of water before we start stretching. Move around a little bit. All right, we're gonna do a shoulder stretch. Since we just had those weights overhead, bring one arm across your body. Look over that shoulder. Keep stepping side to side, getting that heart rate down. Switch sides. All right, let's clasp the hands behind us. Let's do a nice chest opener stretch here. Chin to the ceiling. Chest open. All right, let's clasp our hands in front now. Round our backs. I like to move it side to side. Feel that stretch in the lats, your lower back, upper back. All right, some shoulder rolls. All right, let's do a quad stretch. Take one foot in your hand. Knees together. Push out that hip. All right, let's bring that foot forward now. Heel down, toes up. We know this one, hamstring. You can reach for those toes if you want. Woo! If you kind of gently bring them towards you, I feel that my calf a little bit more. All right, let's stretch sides. I'm sorry, switch sides. This is what happens when you don't get much sleep. It's together, push the hips forward. All right, hamstring stretch on the side. We'll gently pull those toes towards the shin. All right, I need a figure 4 stretch. I'm gonna hold on to my bench. You can hold on to the wall. I wait. I'm gonna put my left ankle over my right knee, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna push a little bit on this knee. I'm gonna press this knee down a little bit so that I feel that stretch more. Woo! Right where I need to feel it sometimes. I lean to the side. Don't be afraid to like move around in the stretch to really see where you feel it. All right, other side. My right ankle going over my left knee. Sitting back, pressing down a little bit on that knee. Yeah, see, this side isn't as bad. All right, let's do one more stretch. Lateral lunges, all right? Gonna go to one side. We're gonna stay here for a minute. You can be up here or bring that hand down. I'm gonna bring those toes up to the ceiling. I feel it a little bit more here, my inner thighs. Switch sides. Stretch those inner thighs. All right, now come in the middle, bring those feet in a little bit, forward fold. Hang here for a second. Start to slowly roll up. Couple of shoulder rolls again. I love shoulder rolls. All right, deep breath in and out. One more time in and out.